right now? Well, actually it kind of can be if you start some skinny habits today. Joining me now is health and nutrition expert David Zulberg. David, good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so you got like 5 skinny habits that you call that are really basically not too hard to do, right? So let's start with some of them.
Absolutely. So the concept of the 5 skinny habits is that you make one change every week for 5 weeks.
All right, so you basically say, this week I'm going to do this week I'm going to do that.
Right.
So it's basically 5 changes, and they're easy, simple changes.
Yes.
All right, so let's start with what they are.
So in the first week, you're going to make a change to your breakfast.
Okay.
And that's the only change you're going to make. You're not making any other changes to your meals.
So what are you going to do to it?
So you're going to have either a fruit meal, or you're going to have a salad with a low-fat dressing, or what you're going to have is any meal less than 250 calories. So that includes 2 eggs and a toast, or cereal and milk.
Right, so you're basically going to do that to your breakfast, and then you have to stick with that?
And you're going to stick with your lunch and dinner as you normally eat it.
All right,
no
so
other changes.
Week 2 comes, you still have to stick to the change you made on week 1, right? And what's week 2 coming?
In week 2, you're going to make a change to your lunch or to your dinner. You can choose which one it's going to be. So you'll choose a protein, only a protein. So that could be a fish, a chicken, or steak. And you have a vegetable side dish with it. So you could have sauteed vegetables, and you'll have, if you want, you can have a glass of dry red wine.
Right, I think I see where this is heading. So now you fixed my breakfast, now you fixed my lunch, right? But I don't feel like I changed everything all at once. Week 3, what am I doing?
Week 3 is your final change to your meal. So, and that's called the V plus meal. V for veggies.
Okay.
And you're going to have your meal as you regularly do. No changes. The only difference is that for seconds, if you want seconds, you're going to take vegetables.
Right, which is the biggest problem, right? People load up their plate with everything from the beginning. All right, so you got my breakfast, my lunch, or my dinner's changed, and then my seconds are now veggies, and this is my 3 changes. I got 2 more. What are they?
Right. So in week 4, you're going to start with exercise.
Well, it's about time, right?
Everyone's dreading exercise.
Right.
And the good news is that you only make a very simple change. 10 minutes of exercise, 10 minutes of cardio, 3 times a week.
All right, so commit to that, which is everybody has 10 minutes.
Right.
Okay.
And some people might say, well, that's too little. You know, let's start off with a more exciting exercise program. And that's back to the regular fad diet mentality, which is I want the big bang, I want the changes now. But motivation wanes. You want to start with habits where you work with your mind, you work with your body, you don't fight against human nature, you're working with human nature.
Oh, okay, so you're up to 4, and the last thing, so we got the exercise.
The final changes between the meals. Snacking is always the hard challenge, right? So we encourage you drinking water between the meals, we encourage fruits and vegetables, and we also encourage low-fat dairy. You want to get that calcium, and you want to have low-fat yogurts, which are very good for weight loss.
Yeah, well, what I love about this, though, David, what makes such perfect sense, is that you're really teaching people that it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle, right? So it's kind of like the undiet, which is what you kind of say that 5 skinny habits is, right?
Right, it's less about diet, it's less about permitted and forbidden foods. It's more about making actual habitual changes, changing the way that you view food. Because when we change the way we view food, then we'll want to change, and then we'll maintain those results for the long term.
And it's easy, very easy to live with. Now, you lost 30 pounds with this, right? It worked. How long ago?
About 10 years ago.
All right, Dave. Well, it's worked for you. It's been a long time, 10 years. You look great. David Zulberg, thanks so much for coming in. I really
appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, how do you make sure your teenagers have a great time at their prom?